Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Lauren Jarrett.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope everybody had a terrific morning and breakouts and lunch. We have got a terrific afternoon in store for you. So first, on the main stage, I'm thrilled to introduce to you Anna Leitaranta. Anna is a growth executive for CGI. CGI is one of the largest independent IT and business services firms in the world. Many of CGI's applications run on Progress and have for decades, really spanning a range of industries. Anna manages CGI's Progress-based project delivery solution, serving manufacturing and consulting industries. In her more than 20 years at CGI, working with Progress, Anna has also spearheaded a sweeping OpenEdge modernization within the company. She has a depth of wisdom to share. Please join me in welcoming Anna Leitaranta.
Thank you. Lauren, thank you so much for the introduction. You are exceeding yourself on every round. I can't wait what Claudio is going to get, but we'll see. But apart from that, I'd like to be referred to as Anna from CGI. Forget the rest. This morning, I was listening to Yogesh and Lauren and all the other experts about how everything in our industry is about accelerating the acceleration. So it's really fancy, and I don't argue, I agree. I couldn't agree more. However, I'm standing here to deliver a story of an ERP solution built on OpenEdge technology. And it's taken us 40 years to get here. So how does that relate to the acceleration? I think it does, but let's see if I can confirm you. Our final destination today is Finland, a small country between Sweden and Russia. Some of you might know, but some facts will be delivered here. But I will take it through the big picture. You know, for this 40 years of story, they gave me 20 minutes, like all the others get, but okay, I guess that's healthy and good for the audience. They also gave me instructions not to put too much text on the slides. I'm sure you can deal with 3 words, okay? But that's our official slide from CGI and what we aim to be towards our clients. We are local, and believe me, being global is not a challenge for us. It's okay, no big deal. But being local may be a little bit more challenge, but that'll come along the way. And partner. We are here to be our partners to our clients, and that calls for some partnership from our providers as well. That's what the story is about. So, CGI, Lauren told us some facts that they were all correct. We are so big that we like rounded numbers because otherwise the slides wouldn't be accurate ever. Founded 76. We were just having a conversation. It's okay, 43 years is good for an IT company, but then if you come to think, what is the oldest known brand according to Google? Some of you might know, but I'll share it because not everyone is. It is a Belgian beer company called Stella Artois, dating back to 1366. So that is something to look up to, and I think it proves that we have some responsibility to the rest of the business world. There's been businesses before us. We came into picture, okay, and now they rely on us, and they couldn't live without us. But I think we need to be there for them in the long term. So we are global. Anyone wants to argue. So now we're approaching our target. And this is how CGI is, the CGI's comprehension of Northern Europe, 8 countries and 10,000 members. So it's a big part of that 76,000. Actually, I wanted to skip this slide, but I I'm a stand-up girl and I do the right thing. Only last week, the reason comes next. Only last week I had to do some updating here since CGI again acquired a company, consulting company called Acando, and that made Sweden bigger than we are. There are at least 3 people present from Sweden. Here you have it, you are the bigger one. We are neighbors, that explains it. But don't laugh yet. Something is yet to come. And here about the CGI client proximity explains we have many offices and we need to be close to the client coming up. Okay, CGI in Finland, only 3,700 members, nothing compared to Sweden. 18 locations and a very large number of clients, but I can tell you we are a population of 5.5 million people, so that's a big amount of clients, but the size of the client, each client is not very big, and yet we have to serve them all. Okay, but since there was this previous slide malfunction, I need to come up a fact about Finland. According to the United Nations report published this spring, we are the happiest people on earth. Thank you. Second year in a row, second time in a row. And okay, it's good to be the best and happiest, and it means there cannot be anyone above you. So Sweden is ranked the second. Now you can have your laugh. So, back to CGI. These are some, again, 3 figures. You can deal with that. There are some guidelines that CGI sets to all of us. They are encouraging us to become shareholders, which is great, and succeeded. And those 2 other numbers we need to demonstrate at each and every project we deliver and each and every client relationship. I guess the numbers are allowed to go upwards. That's okay, but downwards, no. And since we are so big, we have everything that is common in this industry and something that is not common too, but we can offer anything. Anything, and how we do it is by being close to the client proximity. That's everything is about it, and that way we learn what our clients are doing and how we can help them in the best way. This connected to the global delivery network makes us well big again. And intellectual property is something that I'm talking about today. Our system is one of CGI's own IPs, and of course we deliver known brands as well, but we build our own applications. I guess that has something to do with independency, and that's a good thing, but it's a good thing for product developers. We're allowed to do that, and CGI even invests in the IPs. Well, next couple of slides, I don't need you to memorize them, but they are here to describe our concept called a voice of our clients. Every year, CGI gathers data around the clientele, and we then refine it to reports and deliver it back to our clients. Of course, we are also using it internally to learn where we stand and where our clients think they are standing. It can be very useful. But you know, to the left, in all these slides that are to come, there are very familiar words to all of us. We've been talking about these for years, some of them for decades maybe, and they are coming, they are living daylight. But on this slide, the percentages are relatively good, but as we go further, the situation changes. Oh yeah, one more thing about this one. Digitizing processes and addressing the legacy. You know, there are other areas in life outside this industry where a legacy is not that negative word, but within IT, it's a problem that needs to be fixed. But do you need to throw away the legacy to fix it is another question. No news here either. Data and predictive analysis are top investment. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, now it's getting darker, I think. This is how our clients see that according to what they report, 40% have a digital strategy across their enterprise, and 27 when there are other stakeholders involved, when you should start business with the whole ecosystem. What it is, it doesn't mean it isn't coming, but these things can take time. And this is the information. Yet again, we have familiar words to the left, and we are discussing them all the time. And this is how our clients see where they are at the stage of transformation. Obviously, the dark red is an interesting target for us, but also we need some work, and we want to do some work on the light blue and gray areas. Their head can be turned. And those in between, they are on progress, so to say. Am I allowed to use that word here? I guess that's the meaning. Okay, now we're approaching the ERP solutions. This is something to give you an idea of CGI's own IPs that are on OpenEdge technology in the Nordic countries. Finnish flags are well represented here. And no coincidence that what my story is about is there on top to the left. Obviously, Progress also has direct clients in the Nordic countries and own development there. But CGI Profile 360 is what the application is called nowadays. It hasn't been called that for all the 40 years period. There were other names, but the name stands for the achievement that we are now accepted to CGI's global portfolio, and it can be advertised and delivered globally. And how this was done, it's about the latest renovation project that we had. It took 2 years. But please don't think that 38 years we just rested and then we started working for 2 years. No, we wouldn't be here if that was the case. But every now and then comes a time when you have to put an extra effort. And to be honest, we are again rounding the figures. It's not 40 years, it's 37. But I'm confident that 3 years will pass and we will still be there. So that way I don't have to update all the slides. So CGI Profile 360, well, we speak about Profile to create an atmosphere of intimacy, obviously. But it's an own IP, as I told you, and it's for project-driven businesses in manufacturing and construction and something else too. There are 200 clients. But we have been living with those clients for decades, and we intend to be there for them for decades. So that's something to relate to, I think. And how is this done? Should we have chosen another partner back in the day? I doubt there would have been some instructions to tell us to shut down and start from scratch with new technology. That is probably the case. So I'm so grateful we didn't have to do that, because sometimes even the clients may mix the things that to address the legacy and to modernize your application, you would have to change your partner as well. And I think that is very unfortunate thought. Everyone in the ERP business is aware that it takes much more effort to change the whole system, to change the provider. It's a huge implementation project. And compared to that, just modernizing what you have. And there may be some valuable parts in an old system, like the data. They keep telling us that data is valuable. If you throw it away, there's no value to it. And this is, here's one process that is as described. We have done these renovations before, and there's been different approaches. We have tried to convert everything we have, but we have some complicated screens, and there are different roles in the end users. And this time we decided to approach the modernization via the roles that are involved. Who needs what? If there's a construction site, it's obvious the functionalities have to be mobile. But if you're sitting in an office, that's not so necessary. Oh, back in the day, this could have been the menu, but today, and it was. Okay, but today I'm showing it to you only to give an impression of what kind of business intelligence we have in the system. And here's something I have to thank our account manager, Jarmo Nieminen. This is his slide. I hope he's somewhere here. Can't see you, though. But yeah, what's that? It's a character-based client. It's a user interface. And that's a client networking interface, followed by Kendo UI, some dashboards, smartwatch. So what's the meaning of the slide? Behind all these user interfaces that are created in different ways, you can have the one and same database if needed, the same client, the same. No need to throw anything away. Believe me, there are still clients who are partly, only luckily partly using the character database. But we let them do that, and Progress lets us to let them do that. So that's about what partnership is about. And how it's done, we were very lucky to have some architects employed by CGI who decades ago had good visions. Partly we are still building on those visions. And at very early stage, we had a project where we detached the business logic from user interface, and that's crucial. And that to make, you have to have it. And in the latest renovation, which lasted for 2 years, we were able to productize our own API layer, and that's crucial these days too. So this means that we are opening up to the world from the days where we imagined that we are able to create a total ERP solution. The client would not need anything more than just our solution. But you know, it's all about connectivity, as we have learned, but we don't have to open up to outside the CGI. It's enough that we open up within CGI, because CGI can provide everything. So we are able to utilize the CGI offering connected to our own solution, and that has been a very good thing. Of course, the clients have their say, and every now and then they go outside and buy something interesting. That's what the connectivity is needed again. So I'm not going to tell you any details. This is details enough for me. But should you be interested, please attend our breakout session today. Of course, this comes with a short notice, but it's on the agenda, so maybe someone has been planning on this. But it takes place in Oakmont Ballroom here. And then I have some time left. And so one more ad to make. If you ever get asked to speak on the main stage, please don't say no, because This is an amazing experience. It makes you connect and network with people you wouldn't, inside Progress Software, you wouldn't meet otherwise, probably, I don't know. But it's very, very efficient concept they have. And if it sounds frightening, it's not that. They make you do it. If you made a promise, you need to deliver. But they do it very gently. And what the best part is after 30 years of being on the supplier side, I got to be a client myself. That's great. So this is what we tell our clients, and that's what I think we all need to bear in mind. We are making tools, nothing fancier than that. If the tool is good, we are good, and we are helping our clients to succeed. Thank you so much, and feel welcome to have a word with me afterwards.